Today we're going to check out a boutique ice cream shop in historic downtown Mansfield, Hypnotic Emporium. As a busy real estate agent in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I get the opportunity to go into a lot of restaurants. At Tarrant County Eats, we're going to share that experience with you. We're inside now. I'm here with Billy Odell with Hypnotic Emporium. Billy, thanks for doing this with us.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it very much. Hey, we're at this cute little place down here in historic downtown Mansfield. Billy, let's go back to the beginnings of this place. I know that you didn't exactly start it. Tell us about what inspired you to start this or to buy this business.
Absolutely. So, I have to give credit to James St. Peter. He started Hypnotic Donuts out of Dallas, and then came out here when Twisted Root and everything was starting with the backyard. I got into it with James early on out here, and I decided to go ahead and buy the business. I have done a lot of different tweaking and rebranding and kind of taking it a little different direction. We are very community driven. I enjoy working with kids. And it's a family-owned business. My wife is side by side with me with things that we do out here. So it's been a fantastic ride.
You shared with me when we were preparing for this that you do a lot of work with local churches and
Absolutely.
local religious groups, and I can tell you're very community-driven and you're out there. That's great for all these small businesses out here. You just got to do that, don't you?
You know, that's why I try to always tell people that you need to. If you're going to be a business in the community, you're taking from that community. What are you giving back to the community? We do a lot with Harvest Ministry, Common Ground. It's the network between schools, community leaders, and churches. You just have to figure out how do you fit in with that community,
Right.
And it's so important. And it helps you on the back end too. Once you're integrated within the community, it pays dividends back to the business as well.
And they start texting you like crazy, don't they?
I think they already know that they're taking it.
I love it. So, hey, tell us about this place. What makes this different? What makes this different from just your average ice cream shop?
We get our ice cream from Denton, Texas. It's made week over week with Bethleries that we partner with. The thing that sets our ice cream apart, it's 25% buttercream. Okay. Whereas I don't want to pick on competition. They're typically in the range of 5, 7, but not really more than 10. We do sorbets, we do sherbets, but we have 122 flavors. Of those 122, we have about 72 that we rotate through constantly here. Wow. So as you can see on the board behind us, when you come in here, you're never going to see the same ice cream. You'll never see the same thing twice. So the same thing every time.
So families or people come here maybe when they're here and wandering around historic downtown, they're going to get a different taste of something different every time. If they just continuously come in as a repeat customer, they're going to get something a little different.
Absolutely. We always want people to have a second or third backup because our ice cream, some of them are so popular, they can go out on a day's notice. So you're always, when you come into Hypnotic Emporium, you'll always need to have a backup. Absolutely.
I absolutely love it. So you told us something when we walked in and I thought was really interesting that I could tell was a source of pride for you about this shop. And that was, you said that this is the cleanest ice cream shop that you'll ever walk into.
I was in the military for a while, and I am a huge clean freak. And when it's every morning I come in here, if it's not right, we spend time cleaning on it constantly. I want you to notice, that's the first thing I want you to notice, how clean and how everything has its little place. That's something I take a lot of pride in and will always.
When we walked in, there was, you could definitely tell that this place was ready for business. Like from the moment you walked in, unlock the door, turn the alarm on, we're the first ones here. You're literally ready to go right now, aren't you?
No, we could open the doors and start serving. That's how, when you close a restaurant, you need to have it closed properly to where it's ready to open the next day. You shouldn't have to come in. You have to set up the morning crew for success. That is key in a business, especially one like this.
Hey, I want to ask you some fun stuff here, but before we do that, tell us about, we've got this, we're going to show you guys some of the patio here and this little backyard that you're in. What a great location, huh? Mansfield kind of master planned this, I guess, back when they first started with these restaurants that are here, and it hasn't completely been built out yet and finished yet, but really great idea and a neat area for you to be in, isn't it?
The city definitely has some plans, and and there are some large scale plans that are a little far or closer to the bridge. You have to give credit to Kim McCaslin.
Mm-hmm.
She was the one that set up the backyard originally with Jason and Quincy of Twisted Root. So you have one of the best patios. There's plenty of space to be able to eat and have the kids run around safely. They're in a gated, not a community, but a gated business area, if you will. It is a blast. You can have a great burger, hang outside for a while, have you something to drink, get some great homemade ice cream. It's a very enjoyable environment.
I love it. You get it all here. And sometimes I come here and there's music playing. I don't know who's playing the music, but
typically that would be DJ Billy.
Okay.
I have my speakers down there, but we do have live music now that Twisted Root and our local favorite restaurants are coming back with the other concepts. We'll start to bring live music back on the premises. It's just now where everything's starting to really get opened back up.
I love it.
Uh-huh.
Tell us something that people don't know about Hypnotic Emporium.
Most everything I do is an open book on Facebook and social media. But the biggest thing that a lot of people might not know is how my focus is definitely for children. I love watching kids come in and seeing the lasers, seeing the lights, seeing the dolls, seeing all the crazy colors.
Right.
That is what my wife and I, we completely enjoy watching the aha moment when the kids come in. Because we take a lot of pride in what we've created, and I want a kid to go, I want to go to the ice cream shop with all the crazy lights or the cool flavors, and that's what we want to be a great community partner.
I love it.
Yeah.
So tell us, what do you have in store? What are your goals for the next, next few years? What's in store for Billy and Hypnotic?
So we were going to open one store, and then that will be happening in Aledo in the very, very short future. Probably within a month, we'll have that build out underway, but probably less than that. Ennis, the city of Ennis, reached out to us.
Really?
And they want us to go in. They're doing a major renovation in the downtown area.
Huh.
So we will be going before the city council pretty soon and getting that built out. We hope to be open in both before wintertime's over for Aledo. We'll be a couple of blocks from the high school. And then downtown Ennis, we hope to be up and running at the latest before March. So it's going to be busy.
So you have kind of like another downtown location going in potentially in Ennis. Is that what's happening in Aledo also?
We like to go into emerging markets to where we can really partner and be a good community partner with cities that are in a rapid expansion, if you will.
I love it. I love it. That's great. Well, I wish you the best with those. I'm sure that you'll do great. I mean, you've got a great product here. You replicate this in those cities, and they're just going to wrap their arms around you and love on it, I'm sure. Tell me, final question. What do you do? What special things do you do to keep your staff motivated?
I've worked a lot of jobs before I was in the military, throughout college, and I was like, what will I do different if I ever have my place? And the one thing that I've learned is to show them that there's no job that's above them, or that you won't do. Whether it's cleaning, whether it's doing bathrooms, whether it's everything that I ask one of my associates to do, I do all the time in front of them. And there's nothing special about me. Yeah. Just because I own the business doesn't mean that I won't scoop ice cream all day. We'll do whatever. I want them to understand that we're on the same level, and I appreciate everyone that comes to work for me. Absolutely.
I love it. What I hope you guys see Billy's passion for this is not just a simple ice cream shop. This is a gem right here in downtown Mansfield. Looks like a couple other cities are going to get to share this gem with us. Billy, I really appreciate you sharing all this with us.
Absolutely.
Most importantly, I appreciate you sharing your ice cream shop with us. I know I've had the pleasure of coming in here a few times and enjoying your ice cream, and it is really, really good. And one of the things I do like about it is I get to see what's fresh, what's new, what flavors do I have to get to choose from. I'm not just getting, hey, when I walk into some of those other ice cream, I have a tendency to go toward, some of the favorites, right? The chocolate chip, and here you get to branch out a little bit more.
Well, that's something that I don't want to say I'm going to force my customer, but I always try to help you experience other avenues when it comes to our flavors. Absolutely.
I love it. Thank you, Billy. Appreciate you very much.
Thank you.